Today I'm going to show you how to preserve acrylic paint on your palette. This is so that it stays wet and does not dry out. You can use it for multiple days. This solves one of the big problems that I've experienced with acrylic painting is that the paint just dries out so quick and then ultimately you are throwing away a lot of paint. I have used this palette for 9 days. And yes, that's right, 9 days. And here's how I did it. To start off, I like to mix my paint with a heavy gloss gel medium. I like to have my paint really thick. And so I use this Golden brand, but I also have used Liquitex. They really work very much the same and I use them interchangeably, but I do like the Golden brand just a tad bit better. So I usually mix my paint with this, but what I'm going to show you is that you don't have to mix your paint with medium to get this process to work for you. I have several piles of paint here on my palette that do not have any medium mixed in with them. So this process works for all different types of acrylic paint. So here is what the paint looks like on my palette after 9 days. You can see this particular pile has some of the gloss gel medium mixed in with it, but it's very buttery. And this pile of paint does not have any gel medium mixed in. You can see it is also very nice consistency and very usable. This process will work with any type of palette and it's very affordable. I think I got everything I needed for under $20 at Walmart. The cornerstone of this process is to keep your paint sealed in an airtight container overnight. It is technically a cupcake container, but it works great for my use. It has an airtight seal or semi-airtight seal on there. And there are lots of different sizes of these types of plastic containers that you can get that are meant to be used for food. But I got this particular size because it matches the size of my palette. You can see this is about how big my palette is. I like to have lots of space on here to mix my colors. I open up the container, place my palette inside, and then I gently spray a couple of spritzes of water from my water bottle in there. The water is not enough to liquefy my paint by any means, but it creates a moist environment inside the container. So that way overnight it sort of rejuvenates the paint. And then when I pull the paint back out, it doesn't have any type of dried film layer on there. I can use this day after day. I think the longest that I've ever done this for is for 2 weeks. Usually I paint every day or every other day for about an hour to 2 hours. So the palette is open and getting air during that time. And since it's in the regular air, it can dry out a little bit. But what I found is that if I keep putting it in there overnight with just a couple spritzes of water, it works awesome. It just rejuvenates the whole palette. It has allowed me to save so much money on paint and a lot of time. It takes me around 10 minutes to mix up an entire palette of all of the colors that I like to use in my paintings. And so anything to save time, if you're saving 10 minutes every painting session, that's 10 more minutes you can paint during that same time. And it's better for the environment, cheaper on your wallet. Win-win. If you'd like to know how to make the painting palette that I use, watch this video. See you next time.